morning, students. Today I am going to discuss a problem on one-dimensional wave equation. What, students? One-dimensional wave equation. Let us see the problem, students. A tightly stretched string with fixed endpoints x is equal to 0 and x is equal to L. What, students? There is a string like this. What is length of the string, students? It is L. It is L. Is initially in a position given by y is equal to y0 sin cube pi x by L. Now initial displacement, students, initial displacement. Okay, given y is equal to y0 sin cube pi x by L. If it is released, if it is released, students, okay, from the rest, from this position, find the displacement y at x comma t, y at x comma t. So solution, say whenever you observe stretched string, that means it is a wave equation. The wave equation is, what is wave equation? Dou square y by dou t square, that is equal to c square into dou square y by dou x square. So this is 1, students. This is 1. Now solution of 1 is, what is solution, students? What is solution? Y at x comma t, that is equal to c1 cos px plus c2 sin px into c3 cos pct plus c4 sin pct. So this is 2, students. One second, solution y at x comma t, that is equal to c1 cos px plus c2 sin px into c3 cos pct plus c4 sin pct. Okay, students. Now here we find c1, c2, c3, c4 value, students, by using conditions. Now conditions. Now students, conditions. Initially at the ends, say O, A, there is no displacement, students. So displacement is 0. So y at 0 comma t at any time, so value is 0. Y at and other end, students, L, so L comma t, that is equal to 0. Now initial displacement, students, initial displacement, so y x comma 0, that is equal to, initial means when the time is 0, when the t is 0. So 0, he given, students, y0 sin cube pi x by L, sin cube pi x by L. Now what is initial velocity, students? Initial velocity is 0. Initial velocity is 0. So dy by dt at t is equal to 0, the value is 0, students. The value is 0. So for each and every problem in wave equation, these conditions are same, students. These conditions are same, the solution is same, the wave equation also same. Right. So this is 3, 4, 5 and 6, students. And 6. Now from 3, okay, I am using y at 0 is equal, y at 0 comma t, that is equal to 0, students. Now substitute here, students. From 3, y at 0 comma t, that is equal to, that means here x value is 0, students, x value is 0. So c1 cos 0 value is 1 plus c2 sin 0 value is 0 into his, if you observe, students, here c1 cos pct, here also pct, students, there is no x term, so c3 cos pct plus c4 sin pct. Now y at 0 comma t value, what is the value, students? 0. So this value is equal to 0. This is same, students, c1 into c3 cos PCT plus C4 sin PCT. Now see, students, this is solution, students. This is solution. So this is not equal to 0, since solution C3 cos PCT plus C4 sin PCT. So this value is not equal to 0. So which value is 0, students? That implies C1 value is equal to 0. Therefore 2 becomes y at x comma t, that is equal to C1 value 0, students. So we get a C2 sin px into C3 cos PCT plus C4 sin PCT. So this is 6, students. So this is 6. Now we need here, you write here, students, y at L comma t, that is equal to 0, and y at x comma 0 is equal to y0 sin cube pi x by L, and dy by dt t is equal to 0. The value is 0, students. So this is 4, this is 5, and this is 6, students. This is 6, and this is 7, students, not 6, this is 7. So you write this solution also here, students. Y at x comma t, that is equal to C2 sin px into C3 cos PCT plus C4 sin PCT. So this is 7, students. We need all these values, students. Right. Let us continue, students. Now what is next condition, students? Y at L comma t, that is equal to 0. So from 4. Okay, students. Now see, students, here y at x comma t, that is equal to C1 cos px into C3 cos PCT plus C4 sin PCT. So what is x value here, students? L. X value is L, students. So you write L in place of x, students, So y at L comma t, that is equal to C2 sin PL into, again same, C3 cos PCT plus C4 sin PCT. So this value, students, this value is equal to 0, students. So this value is equal to 0, same, C2 sin PL into C3 cos PCT plus C4 sin PCT. Now see, students, once again, this is solution, students. So this value is not equal to 0. So which value is 0, students? C2 sin PL, that is equal to 0. C2 sin PL is equal to 0, since C3 cos PCT plus C4 sin PCT is solution. Now again, students, C2 sin PL, that is equal to 0. C2 sin PL is equal to 0. Clearly here, if C2 is equal to 0, the general solution is 0, students. So here C2 is not equal to 0. Therefore, which is 0, students? Sin PL, that is equal to 0. Now we know sin theta is equal to 0. That means theta is equal to n pi, where n is equal to 0, 1, 2, and so on. So see, students, it is like sin theta is equal to 0. We have PL students in place of theta. So PL, that is equal to n pi, here n is equal to 0, 1, 2 and so on. Now I want to find p value students. So p is equal to n pi by L. P is equal to n pi by L. Here n is equal to 0, 1, 2 and so on. So you substitute in 3. Substitute in 7 students, in 7. Substitute in 7. Therefore y of x comma t, that is equal to C2 sin p value students. P value is n pi by L. So n pi x by L into C3 cos, again we have p students. So p value is n pi. So n pi Ct by L, bracket close, plus C4 into again sin p students. So n pi Ct by L, n pi Ct by L, again bracket close students, again bracket close. So this is 8 students, 8. Here n is equal to 0, 1, 2 and so on students. N is equal to 0, 1, 2 and so on. You multiply with C2 sin n pi x by L students. Here we get here C2 C3 sin n pi x by L into cos n pi Ct by L plus C2 C4 sin n pi x by L, here sin n pi Ct by L, n pi Ct by L. Here also n is equal to 0, 1, 2 and so on. Now I want to write this expression in term, like in summation form students, summation form. So I want to write here summation. Okay students, summation. Now C2 C3 students, C2 C3 means I will take an, because here n is equal to 0, 1, 2 and so on students. So I want to write here n is equal to 1 to infinity students, 1 to infinity, because if I am putting n is equal 0 here, what happens? Sin 0 value is 0. Here also sin n pi x by L students. So n value is 0 students. So sin 0 value is 0. So n starts from students, n is equal to 1 to infinity. N is equal to 1 to infinity. So sin n pi x by L into cos n pi Ct by L plus C2 C4 students, say Bn sin n pi x by L into sin n pi Ct by L, n pi Ct by L, again bracket close students, bracket close. Now this is not 8 students, say this is 8, this is 8, this is y at x comma t at any time displacement. Right students, now I want to apply this condition students. What is condition? Dy by dt at t is equal to 0 is equal to 0. Okay students, generally we are applying this condition students, but I want to apply this condition student instead of this. Okay, so from 6, no, before going to from 6, I want to find differentiate students. I want to differentiate the solution students. So dy by dt, that is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity an sin n pi x by L. So derivative of this students, derivative of this, because we have t here students. So derivative of cos is minus sin n pi c t by L into into again derivative of n pi c t by L students. So we get here n pi c by L, n pi c by L plus bn into sin n pi x by L into derivative of sin students. So cos n pi ct by L into n pi c by L students, n pi c by L, bracket close. Now from 6 students, from 6 dou y by dou t at t is equal to 0, at t is equal to the value is 0 students. So dy by dt at t is equal to 0. This value is equal to 0 students. This value is equal to 0. So that is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity t value 0 students. So here t value 0. So an into 0 students, sin 0 0 plus bn into, see students here, cos 0. Here we have t students. Cos 0 value is 0. Cos 0 value is 0. Sorry, cos 0 value is 1 students. Cos 0 value is 1. So finally we get here bn n pi c by L into sin n pi x by L. Sin n pi x by L. So see students here, finally we get here 0 is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity bn n pi c by L into sin n pi x by L, Now it is like students, since cx is equal to 0 for all values of x. So which value is 0 students? Cx is equal to 0 for all values of x, that means c value 0 students, c value 0. Here also like students, c into x, sin x. So clearly sin n pi x by L is not equal to 0. So which value is 0 students? bn n pi c by L, that is equal to 0. Clearly here bn value is equal to 0. Bn value is equal to 0. Now substitute in 8 students, substitute in 8 here. Okay, now y of x comma t that is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity an sin n pi x by L into cos n pi ct by L, So this is 9 students. Say I want to write here students, y at x comma t that is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity an sin n pi x by L cos n pi ct by L, So this is 9 students. So this is 9. Okay, we need this solution students. Finally I want to substitute here students y at x is equal to 0. Let us see students. Let us continue students. Now we are applying condition 5 students and solution 9 students. We are using these two. So from 5 and 9, from 5 and 9 we get, students. So what is 5 students? Y at x comma 0. So y at x comma 0 that is equal to I want to substitute t is equal to 0 students, because y x comma 0. So t value 0 students. So put t is equal to 0 here. We get cos 0 value 1 student, cos 0 value 1. Finally I get here an sin n pi x by L. So that is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity an sin n pi x by L, students. Now what is y at x comma 0 value students? y0 sin cube pi x by L, y0 sin cube pi x by L, that is equal to, same students, sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity a n sin n pi x by L, n pi x by L. Now see students, sin cube pi x by L students here. So we know sin 3x formula students. What is sin 3x formula? 3 sin x minus 4 sin cube x students. Now rearrange the terms here students, rearrange the terms. So I want to write 4 sin cube x students. You transpose this and you transpose the right hand side students. We get here 3 sin x minus sin 3x. Now I want to find sin cube x value students, because I have sin cube x. So sin cube x, that is equal to 1 by 4 3 sin x minus sin 3x, sin 3x. Okay students, why I am applying this formula here? Because whenever I substitute n is equal to 1 here, I get sin pi x by L and sin 2 pi x by L and sin 3 pi x by L, sin 4 pi x by L. Okay students, then I can compare both sides students, then I will get arbitrary constant values. Or students, then I get arbitrary constant value. That is why I am applying this formula students. Okay, are you got my point students? Very good. Now see students, sin cube pi x by L. So we have y0 students. So multiply with y0 students, we get here y0 by 4, y0 by 4. Already we have 3 students, 3 sin. See students, in place of x we have pi x by L, minus, we have minus here, multiply with y0 by 4. So y0 by 4 into sin, this time 3x students, multiply with 3. So we get here 3 pi x by L. So that is equal to, now substitute n is equal to 1 students. So a1 sin, n value 1 students, pi x by L, plus a2 sin 2 pi x by L, plus a3 sin 3 pi x by L, plus and so on. Now compare. What students? Compare. Now see students, sin n pi x by L, sin n pi x by L. So therefore, what is a1 value students? What is a1 value? 3 y0 by 4. 3 y0 by 4. Now what is a2 value students? There is no a2 value, because there is no sin 2 pi x by L. So the value is 0. What students? The value is 0. So a2 value is 0. Now we have sin 3 pi x by L. Here also sin 3 pi x by L. So a3 value minus y0 by 4. a3 value minus y0 by 4. Now what about a4 students? a4, there is no sin 4 pi x by L. So the value is 0. Similarly, rest of the terms, a5, a6, rest of the all terms are values are 0. Finally we get only 2 value students, a1 value and a3 value. So substitute in 9 we get, so y x comma t, that is equal to a1 value students. Here a1 value is 3 y0 by 4, n is equal to 1 students. So we get here sin pi x by L into cos pi ct by L, plus a2 value 0, rest of the all term values except a3. So a3, that means n is equal to 3 students. So we get here minus y0 by 4, so n value 3 students there, sin 3 pi x by L into cos 3 pi ct by L, So this is the required solution of given problem, student. That is the displacement, students, at any time t. Or students, the displacement at any time t is, this is, students, this is a given problem, students, at y is equal to, what is the here, y is equal to y0 sin cube pi x by L. This is the displacement, students. Okay, students, once again, he given conditions like this, students. Initially given solution, you substitute condition, these conditions are orderly. Okay, whenever you substitute different conditions, we get different solutions, students. You apply the fourth conditions, all conditions. Finally, I got this solution, students. Okay, students. Now this you do it this problem carefully, students. You at least you practice this problem minimum 3 or 4 times, students. You practice well. Okay, like this video, students, and share it. Hope you understand. Thank you for watching this video. Jai Hind.